Hello and welcome back to RailRoads Online. So today we are here with a new set. Well, we added just a new stack into the now bigger stack anyway of rolling cars, or rolling stock. So we had the spike cars back here hauling wood up to the iron mine, and now we went ahead and picked up. I think we had enough for 6 of the new gondola cars, I believe these are, for hauling the iron down. So I'm going to try to do both in one train, is kind of the idea, and see if it works. I have no idea if it's going to actually work or not, but we're sure going to find out. So that way we can turn around and haul, no matter what direction we're going, we can be hauling something. I think is the idea. We're hauling a little less, so if we can use the runs a little more efficiently and try to run in all directions or with some kind of cargo, I think that'd be the offset that I'm going to try for anyway. So we'll just have to see how it works, if we can get away with it. It's an awful lot of cars, but the cars are a heck of a lot lighter, and half of the train will be empty all the time, so should work. Hopefully. Just about whether having the weight all the way in the back is going to mess with it or not, I don't know. Mess with how it runs. This is going to be the first attempt at it, so we'll just kind of see how it goes. My line of thinking. Have run some loads of both the lumber and the beams up to the mine, so at least there should be the start of some iron up there, and then we'll turn around and pick up some here on the way up there, and that'll be a little more. So I do have to say the whistle on the 48 sounds a little dull now compared to some of the richer whistles that are out there. I like the tone of it, but it needs a little more richness to it. Coming 48, definitely not having a hard time pulling the stuff around empty, that's for sure. So I think this locomotive will have plenty of oomph to do the job. We'll just have to see, but these cars empty really don't weigh that much, at least that's my line of thinking. So I think we can get away with having half of it empty all the time without running into a problem. Doesn't really matter which ones we put on there. We get 3. These cars are a little bit more of a pain in the butt to line up, that's for sure. So whatever, I think I'm going to turn around and get these loaded up, and then I will be right back with you. Alright, there we are. We have them all loaded up, and we are ready to go. I'd love to say that these cars load a lot easier than they do, but they don't. They, if you're an efficiency nut about it, these cars are probably not for you. They do throw around a lot more of the material, I'll say that. Like, they are kind of inconsistent as to how and when they drop onto the cars. And then I noticed this with the UI has changed, like something about like it flashes whatever every now and then. We do have to throw some wood in here. It did take a minute. Alright, that'll get that going. Did manage to get them all loaded up, but they do drop a few here and there, and they throw them like, you know, over the side. Not really over the side, but, you know, they don't line up necessarily, so they do waste material at the dock. That's for sure. So hopefully now this continues to pull, even though the weight's at the back. I guess that's the one thing wasn't too sure how that's going to affect the train, as it's something I don't tend to do. But I'm pretty sure the iron hoppers are going to be fuller when they get up here anyway. Probably shouldn't have mixed the load back there, but did. Yeah, see, here's the square. Not sure why they light up or what determines which one, but I noticed the regulator, reverser, and brake are all doing it, so yeah, that whistle is kind of just flat and disappointing nowadays, I gotta be honest, on the 48. Of course, that might have been what they sounded like. I have no idea either. So, I shouldn't say anything. Maybe they just did have a pretty dull whistle. Building the water temp back up. At least we're still gonna get a roll. Most of this track's pretty flat, so it doesn't tend to give us too much of a problem in here. It's got to build up by the time we drop into the valley, though. Loading these cars definitely does take longer than loading the other cars, though, because they just don't space out right for the cranes, which, you know, I guess it's, I don't know, I go both ways with it. It's kind of a pain in the butt, but then again, it's kind of nice because it actually gives you more of a challenge and a thing to do, but then sometimes it just doesn't make sense because they're lined up right in front of the crane and it still doesn't work. And so then, you know, that's more of a product of, like, it just doesn't make sense. Not really, you know, a kind of a gaming challenge, I guess, if you will. It just kind of more is wrong. So I don't know exactly what that is. I'm sure they'll do some fine-tuning of hitboxes as it goes. Alright, now we got plenty. Excuse me. So this should be about where we decide whether this was a good idea or a bad idea, which it seems like it's going to do okay. Really, none of this gets any tougher than pretty much pulling right here, you know. It's all just steady, and really for the bend in the incline, that's about as bad as it gets. So I don't really anticipate, I guess, too many problems if it comes up through there. This is the only janky bend, if you will, in the whole thing, and that's really not too bad, at least as far as I see it. Yeah, so past that we should just have a nice chill pull. Does work out for a decent sized train now. $14 cars, 14 of the new cars. That's not too bad. Especially for an early game train, at least it lets you start moving freight. That's the thing. This isn't like it's a big and late game train or something, that's for sure, but it definitely is a nice early game train to actually get things moving and underway. It's only the third local on this save. So, you know, and it's under 4,000. So it's not even that expensive. That's the nice thing. At least it lets you move the freight without turning around and being super expensive in the process. That's kind of how I was looking at it. Seems like it's definitely going to handle it. Without a problem. And then this way, we can make money from the sawmill up here, and then we can make money running down the hill to the smelter. Cordwood to keep filling it. So at least now we are on the way to the industries and starting to make some money at least with this save. Which is pretty cool. A little bit of a change to the early game. Just the early game, you know. It's kind of nice. Doesn't play out or have to play out exactly the way we did it before, that's for sure. Not a bad looking loco. Chill back on some of the speed. And I'll have to figure out how all this drop process works. Everything doesn't line up like it always has, that's for sure. Alright, let's see what all lines up. Sure, we went too far. This we should be able to dump. Huh. I have to back up a little bit anyway. So. Yeah, we should be able to get those. Whatever, I might as well just go forward and get rid of the rest of that stuff and then just line up the pickup. It'll be easier. At least for me. That should go. That should go. That'll go, hopefully. Alright. Now by the time we get back here, this will probably be dumping our stuff all over the ground. That's fine. Alright. Get the rest of this loaded up. Well, whatever. I think time-wise we'll probably call that one a video, but that's going to be the process for now anyway. So there it is. That's a look at the new run that at least I'm going to be trying to pull off for a while. We definitely need more lumber up here. That's already gone. And beams are doing okay, so next time we'll probably just bring up a whole train full of lumber. And then we'll have more iron. We should be able to get the iron down to the smelter from here and get paid for that. And, you know, start making a little bit of money per run. So I think we'll just keep running this train for quite a while, or at least quite a few loads, and get that built up and then start pushing out probably towards the coal mine. But I think with that, we're going to call it a win. Say thanks for tuning in. Remember, if you get a chance, like, share, subscribe. Subscriptions are free, but sure do help the channel. Y'all have a great day. Back with you.